Manshu, Anjali, you guys there? Hey, Manshu. Hi, Rishita. Hi, guys. It's 6 o'clock, I guess. So today we're planning a MCQs and complete revision session. So I wanted to know if you guys wanted MCQs first or the revision first. So I was planning to have the revision, a quick revision, and then we proceed to MCQs. So I was wondering if that's okay with you guys that we do a say 20 minutes, 25 minutes on revision so that you guys are clear with the concepts that I'm going to ask in the MCQs. उससे क्या होगा, you guys will also have the confidence that even if you get them wrong, you won't feel uh, ठीक है. So we'll wait for 2 or 3 more minutes for more people to join. Meanwhile, I'll just import my slides. Hi Rutuja. We had lots of people here yesterday. I saw there were around 1,000 people yesterday overall. So I'm glad there's a good response. That really motivates me, guys. So we have, so I'll upload all the resources today, all the things that I have covered for biomolecules, so that if you download today's class, uh, you can access everything. So I'll put up everything so that it can be downloaded. So first of all, I think this is the first part. This was the entire notes wala part. All right. So hi Atul. Okay. Pushpanjali, I don't usually see message requests on Instagram. You can ask whatever doubt you have here or on my Unacademy page. I'll also load the MCQs. Um, so it's 6:02. We'll just start in a minute or two. So we're planning to do this complete revision first of all, and then I have these MCQs planned out for you guys. So yesterday we had some network issues, right? So I think a lot of you might have experienced that, I guess. So today I have, okay, this says invalid file. Right. So plus we have a revision MCQ session. So today I'll give you a structure. So it's around 6:03. Just give me a minute. Let me get some water. So, okay, we have around 100 people with us right now. So I'm going to start today's class. So first of all, let me tell you what all we'll be doing today. So we'll be doing the revision, first of all right. I'll do a quick rundown of my notes. Yesterday we had an NCRT reading session. So I'm not revising the NCRT because yesterday we discussed the NCRT in great detail. Okay. And then today I have a quiz of 25 questions which will be our revision MCQ session. All right. And we have some revision questions from the enzyme topics that were not there yesterday. Then I have some easy questions for you guys, which are for confidence building. Then there are some previous year questions. Then there are some questions that are a little higher order thinking. Okay. So they will require you to put in a lot of your mind, and they will be good questions. Okay. So there are some of these. Then you have some bonus questions which I have included from a previous chapter that I have taken on Academy just to test you guys. There are some neat like questions. It's basically a previous year with some options changed. And then I have some questions which I took from my previous MCQ sessions, just so that I know that you guys remember those. All right. So this we will do after we are done with the quick revision. So you guys, please watch the lecture completely. All right. I'll give you adequate time to read the questions. We'll do a poll, we'll do a leaderboard and everything. Okay. So you guys, let's start with the revision so that you guys can attempt the quiz really well. And I am pretty sure that if you guys do these 5 lectures seriously, you guys will be absolutely flawless in biomolecules. All right. So I hope there are no lags or anything today like there were yesterday. So I'm beginning with today's class on revision class on biomolecules. My name is Chaitanya Mittal. I'm a first year MBBS student at AIIMS New Delhi. So these are my credentials. My rank in AIIMS was 4. My rank in JIPMER was 5. I'm also a KVPY and NTSC scholar, guys. And that's about me, first of all. So I had told you first of all कि इस class के बारे में कैसे जाना है आपने, ठीक है? So we have the lecture and class notes. So this is right there for you guys on the Unacademy page. Go follow it in case you're not doing that, so that you get notifications whenever I go live. So I had seen that there were a lot of messages to me about when is my class. It is at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. every day, all right? And I'm taking some random topics based on what you guys asked me to take. Then we have done a complete NCRT reading session. So this is done, NCRT reading session. So this you will get directly from my lectures. All right. So this we have covered. This you should do on your own. This you should do on your own. Then this is optional. All right. And today you will be able to have your test practice and revision. Okay. So I will have covered this today. So this is what we are planning to do today. All right. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बायोमोलिक्यूल्स का एनसीईआरटी जब शुरू होती है इट टेल्स यू अबाउट हाउ टू एनालाइज बायोमोलिक्यूल्स वेयर यू हैड द एसिड एक्सपेरिमेंट फॉर ऑर्गेनिक कंस्टिट्यूएंट्स एंड ash analysis for inorganic constituents. Hi Komal, welcome. Hi Shubham. Hello guys. So then you had in the ash experiment, you take the wet weight, then you take the dry weight, and then you burn it. All right, and then you analyze the organic compound. Now, not that important, but what is important is the acid experiment. Okay. In the acid experiment, you have a filtrate, which is the acid soluble pool, and a retentate, जो होता है acid insoluble pool. Okay. So you have lots of things in your acid soluble pool, which are basically all of them are monomers. Okay. Hi Rahul, you're new. Go follow me on my Unacademy page to stay connected. Then you have your monosaccharides, amino acid, nucleotides. All of this will be here. Okay. And then you have polymers in the acid insoluble pool, except lipids. Why are lipids found in acid insoluble pool? Because they are water insoluble. Except lipids, you had polysaccharides, proteins, nucleic acids. These are your biomacromolecules, and they represent the fraction of organelles. They represent the organelles. Okay. Your filtrate or your acid soluble pool, that has your cytoplasmic composition. Shreya, I've already taken chemical control and coordination in complete detail with an NCRT reading session as well. So you can go and go on my profile. That is why I'm saying go and follow it. Go and see the lectures that are there. I've already taken that session. So then there were these two tables that I told you guys. You had to just know the comparisons here. Okay? Then moving on, I had told you primary metabolites are the ones that are essential for physiological function. Secondary metabolites are the ones that we use for our own advantage. All right. So those were secondary metabolites. And in secondary metabolites, I had told you these examples that you had to do from your table of NCRT. Okay. So a lot of you are experiencing lag. I'm going to refresh once. Okay, guys, I have refreshed. Umesh, like I just discussed, the question discussion will be after I am done with a quick revision. So it will be around 20 minutes of revision followed by 25 very good questions for you guys. Okay. So then I had told a trick for this average composition of cells. Just go to the lecture and see the trick that I had told. So you have to learn these. And then here, GLUT4, this was the important glucose transporter. All right. So this was important. Then we had moved on to carbohydrates, where first concept was reducing sugar. All right, reducing sugar का concept था, जिसमें I had told you Benedict solution. All right, झरना yes definitely poll होगा, रुबीना quiz होगी, quiz last में होगी, मैंने अभी बताया. Last में after I'm done with the revision of 20-25 minutes, हम 1 घंटा almost quiz करेंगे, ठीक है? तो I have lots of questions for you today, guys. Usually 10 होते हैं, but today I made 25 questions. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद ट्रायोसिस, टेट्रोसिस, पेंटोसिस, हेक्सोसिस बताए थे, है ना? इसमें मैंने कहा था ट्रायोसिस करने हैं, पेंटोसिस करने हैं और हेक्सोसिस करने हैं. इससे मैंने आई हैड टोल्ड यू हाउ टू मेक द स्ट्रक्चर. ओके, आई हैड टोल्ड यू how you have to make the structure of your biomolecules. All right, so moving on, we had done the part related to sugars, where we had the structure of glucose and its anomers and epimers. Okay, then glucose, most abundant organic compound on earth. Then I told you the capital N and capital D का concept. Right, Surbi, next chapter will be genetics. Hi Rudra. So then हमने कहा था कि NCERT में लिखा है that there are some sugar derivatives. Okay, there are some sugar derivatives like amine sugar, sugar alcohol and sugar acid. Okay, जिसमें से you must be knowing about N-acetyl glucosamine, which I had explained. N-acetyl glucosamine. Okay, which forms the exoskeleton of your fungus and chitins. Then we had discussed disaccharides, जिसमें important was that sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose. Lactose is made up of galactose and glucose. Maltose is made up of 2 glucose molecules. And इसमें से नॉन रिड्यूसिंग कौन सी थी? सुक्रोज एंड ट्रीहैलोज. अखिला डेफिनेटली पीडीएफ मिलेगा, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? फिर पॉलीसैकेराइड्स डिस्कस करे थे यार, जिसमें होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड थे और हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड थे. होमोपॉलीसैकेराइड याद होगा, स्टार्च, ग्लाइकोजन, सेल्यूलोज, है ना? ये सब करना था. एक इनुलिन दिया हुआ है एनसीईआरटी में, जो है फ्रक्टोज का पॉलीमर. ओके, देन हेट्रोपॉलीसैकेराइड में यू हैड योर म्यूकोपॉलीसैकेराइड, जिसके सिर्फ एग्जांपल करने थे और कुछ नहीं. वेनु, यस, आई एम फ्रॉम एम्स न्यू दिल्ली. उसके बाद आई हैड गिवन यू अ डायग्रामेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन. ठीक है, फिर मैंने किया था एमसीक्यू सेशन नंबर 1. ऑलराइट, एमसीक्यू सेशन नंबर 1 कंडक्ट कराया था मैंने, जिसमें वी हैड डन दिस क्वेश्चन, दीज 10 क्वेश्चंस. इफ यू गाइस डिड नॉट अटेम्प्ट दीज क्वेश्चंस, इनको लास्ट में जब ये पीडीएफ मिलेगा अटेम्प्ट करना. These were 10 very good questions related to your sugars. ठीक है, लास्ट में I will also include 1 or 2 questions from this section. Okay, so then we had done lipids, where we had talked about fatty acids and glycerol. All right, so you had saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated fatty acids were essential, where arachidonic acid was one main focus. Okay, then I had talked about simple lipids, compound lipids and derived lipids. So simple lipids mein you had glycerides and wax. Compound lipids mein you had phospholipids and glycolipids. Derived lipids mein you had what? Steroids and chromolipids. So what was the classification here? 3 classes: compound, derived and simple. In simple we had glycerides and wax. In compounds you had phospholipids and glycolipids, and in derived you had steroids and chromolipids. So your simple or true lipids, they had a glycerol and a fatty acid. All right, but your waxes, they had a monohydroxy alcohol. All right, then phospholipids may, you guys know that NCRT may there is the structure of phospholipid or lecithin, which I had explained. It has a nitrogenous compound known as choline. All right, so there is a nitrogenous compound known as choline which is present here. And then there are some special lipids which are found in your neural tissues like sphingomyelin. Okay, so this is the structure of lecithin from your NCRT, and this is your nitrogenous compound called choline. देन डिराइव्ड लिपिड्स में क्रोमोलिपिड्स वर टर्पिनॉइड्स. फिर थे स्टिरोन और स्टिरोल, जिसमें ट्रिक क्या बताई थी if you have to identify a sterone, it has on at the end, and a sterol will have ol at the end. All right. So your testosterone, progesterone, ecdysone, all these were sterones. Then your cholesterol, ergosterol, coprosterol, all these were sterols. All right. Then amino acids, I had told you the structures of amino acids, the various types of amino acids. So these three structures are directly given in your NCRT. Then your NCRT mentions aromatic amino acids, tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. Then I had told you a few derivatives for amino acids, and then we had discussed alcoholic amino acids, neutral amino acids, acidic amino acids, and basic amino acids, in which acidic and basic nature were decided on the basis of amino group and carboxyl group, COOH. Okay, so acidic amino acid and basic amino acid. All right. रोहन, तुम्हें बायो के नोट्स तो यहाँ से सीधा मिल रहे हैं, नोट्स बनाने की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. उसके बाद एक ट्रिक थी तुम्हारी फॉर एसेंशियल अमीनो एसिड्स. आई लव लैला वेरी मच, प्लीज ट्राई टैपिंग हर अटेंशन. ऑलराइट, सो यू हैड अ ट्रिक फॉर दिस acronym for I love Leila very much, please try tapping her attention. This was your mnemonic for essential amino acids. All right, so hi Saras, welcome. We're just doing the revision today and then some MCQ questions to test you guys. All right, and revise. So this was the Zwitterion concept, okay, which had equal positive and equal negative charge on the amino acid because both NH2 groups and COOH groups were ionizable. Okay, so this is clear. Then we had done 4 levels of protein structure: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. Hi Dipti, welcome. Hi Sunita, welcome. To everyone who's new today, we are doing a revision today of biomolecules, followed by a quiz of 25 questions with some very difficult questions. Hi Amar, hi Amalante, hi guys. So again, back to teaching. So you have primary, where you have the direct sequence and number of amino acids. Then in secondary, you have alpha helix structure and beta pleated structure. In tertiary, you see various interactions between the secondary structures, and quaternary is made up of more than one tertiary structures. Okay? For example, your hemoglobin has 2 alpha and 2 beta chains. All right. So that is a quaternary structure. Then we talked about fibrous proteins and globular proteins, which were simple proteins. And then there were some proteins which had some other molecules in association, which were your conjugate proteins. Okay, conjugate proteins. You had nucleoproteins like your DNA, phosphoproteins like casein, lecithoprotein like fibrinogen, glycoprotein, erythropoietin, FSH, LH, chromoprotein, which you had a protein and a colored porphyrin ring like your hemoglobin, myoglobin, chlorophyll, all of these molecules. Then we had an MCQ session 2. All right. So I have a question from MCQ session 2 today in my MCQ session at the end. So guys, stay tuned for that. There are some really good questions there and they will be very helpful for your examination. Okay. So for example, we discussed this question. I'll take this question. This is there in today's quiz. Okay. This one, this particular question, question number 2 from MCQ session 2. So I think we can do a poll for one question right now. I'll do, say, for example, let's do this question. Just to make sure that you guys are aware of the concepts, let's do this question. No, Alina, not at all. Don't worry. Nobody of you is late. We have just started our revision. The quiz part is still to come. It will be at the end. All right. The quiz will be after this small revision. I'm almost done halfway through the revision. Okay. 2/3 is almost over. 1/3 of the revision is less. So after that, just focus on the questions that come. Okay. Everybody who's new, welcome. Guys, go follow me on my Unacademy page and so that you know whenever I'm going live. So the fastest answer was in 1 second. A lot of you were able to answer this. Yes, Suraj, I'm from AIMS New Delhi. So correct answer is option number C. So like I had explained this previously as well, but I'll explain it for everyone who's new. How do you attempt such a question? Okay, so इसमें क्या है कि glycine is the simplest amino acid. So this structure you should know. Glycine has H. So you know option one is, this is a correct structure. Then in serine, you have what group? You have a methyl alcohol group, which is CH2OH. Okay, serine is CH2OH. So this structure is wrong, which is given here. So option this third is wrong. Okay. In fact, serine and threonine ka structure I have exchanged in this question. So this is wrong, this is wrong. And alanine, you should know, has a CH3 group. So 1 and 4 are correct. Even if you don't know, okay, that what is the structure of serine, how do you have to attempt this question? You should know the structure of alanine. If you know that fourth is correct, then automatically all the other options are incorrect. All right. So you have to see one is common, and if you know that four is correct, you will directly come to your answer. All right. Eliminate. This is called the elimination method of attempting questions. Even if you don't know the answer, you can attempt the question. So this was how we had gone about this quiz. Shikha, I saw you dedicated so many hats to me. I'm really glad. Thank you guys. Your hats really did, motivate me to make more content for you guys. So go ahead, do that. Thank you. And then I had told you how to remember which all were pyrimidines. So there was a trick for how to remember pyrimidines. You draw a pyramid and you make CTU. Swapnil, all the structures in the NCRT you should be able to identify in MCQ form, because the examiner might give you a figure. Like I will show you in today's quiz, there was a question in your NEET which had a figure of your NCRT structure. So there, this becomes important. Okay. Okay, so guys, then we talk about nitrogen bases, nucleosides, and nucleotides. So Arpita is getting a little confused. So there is an option to go on my Unacademy page and dedicate a hat to me. So that's called, so that's kind of like giving a compliment. All right. So some of you had did that, and I really appreciate that. So this was your nucleotides, nucleosides, and nucleic acids. So we had discussed, yes, Rajiv Kumar, iodine के साथ starch gives blue color. This is written in your NCRT. Okay. So you know what are nucleic acids, RNA and DNA, all right? Nucleic acids, RNA and DNA. So I told you some important dimensions here related to your pitch length, which is given in your NCRT. 34 angstrom is your pitch, all right? And you have 10 base pairs per turn of helix, all right? Final topic here was enzymes, which were biocatalysts. तो यहाँ पे हमने डिस्कस किया था that enzymes can be simple or conjugated. All right, enzymes can be simple or conjugated. Conjugated में I told you concept of holoenzyme, apozyme, and cofactor. Cofactor can further be of three types: coenzyme, prosthetic group, and metalloenzyme. All right, so you had three types, and we had discussed this, that if it was inorganic, it will be a metalloenzyme. If it was an organic compound, it will be coenzyme or prosthetic group. If it is tightly bound, it is prosthetic group. If it is loosely bound, it is coenzyme. Mostly vitamins are coenzymes. Heme is the prosthetic group, and there are some examples which I have highlighted for your metalloenzymes. So mechanism of enzyme action mein I had explained you how you have to go about your induced fit. It is given in 4 steps in your NCRT. Most important point here was that there is a conformational change that is there, all right? And that is the most important point here, all right? The fourth structure of protein, Rajiv Kumar, is related to your quaternary structure, where you have multiple tertiary structures which are joined together. Example is your hemoglobin. So your hemoglobin has 4 chains: alpha and 2 alpha, 2 beta. So that is a quaternary level of structure. Okay. Then I had explained this graph where I had told you that, for example, if this is a hill that you have to climb, your enzyme lowers the energy that is required to cross this energy barrier called activation energy. Okay. Then we had done some factors. So pH, you know how pH affects it. There is an optimum pH, there is an optimum temperature. And then we had discussed Vmax and Km. So these were important indicators of enzyme activity. Then we had talked about 3 types of inhibition: competitive, non-competitive, allosteric. Okay, Rajdeep, my AIR was 4 in AIMS. Okay, just go to the first slide and see my credentials once. So this was your competitive inhibition. Two examples given in your NCRT, both examples in your NCRT. Then this was your non-competitive inhibition wale examples. All right, and then you had your allosteric, which is seen in your case of hexokinase, phosphofructokinase, these enzymes of your glycolysis. Then I had told you a trick on how you have to remember these. The mnemonic was OTHLIL. So this was the mnemonic here. All right. So I hope you guys are with me till here. And for all of those who have stayed, I will tell you now that I had a third session called Biomolecules, MCQ session 3. All right. So this was your a session related to your nucleosides. So I had missed some questions related to enzymes here, which I will include in my today's revision class. All right. So let's take a sample question from here, MCQ session 3. I want you guys to answer this question so that you can see that your concepts are clear or not. Rajdeep, Ishan Gupta is my very good friend if you're talking about him. In fact, he's from Chandigarh as well. Vishnu, I will explain in Hindi as well. ये wrong हो गया यार पोल. Sorry guys, wrong poll. The correct answer is option A. Cytosine is not a nucleoside. All these three are nucleosides. Okay. Sorry, this was a technical woe. This mouse is a little. Sorry. So the correct answer is option A. Nucleoside कौन सा है इसमें से? You guys can see. Okay. Cytosine is a nitrogenous base, not a nucleoside. So you guys should know that thymidine, adenosine, guanosine, these are nucleosides. Then you have cytidine, thymidine, these are also your nucleosides. But if you put dialic acid like thymidilic acid, that is your nucleotide. So we had discussed these good 9 questions yesterday. All right. So we'll skip this. Okay. Coming to today's main portion. So we are done with your revision in half an hour. So guys, if there are any doubts still here, if there are any doubts, please let me know. If you are clear till here, give me a thumbs up so that I know how many people are here with me. All right, guys, start giving a thumbs up so that I know how many people are here. Okay, if there are any doubts, please ask in the questions. Most essential fatty acid for humans. This is arachidonic acid. Most essential arachidonic acid. Okay. 20 carbon because it has 4 unsaturations. Arachidonic acid is the most essential. I had also told you in my lecture the functions of arachidonic acid. Most essential arachidonic acid. Shreya, I saw your question. Sorry, I was explaining, so it took me a while to answer. So I have told you that. And then which books I had referred for NEET, I have told in the first slide, first lecture about how you have to prepare. All right. So I had told you what all books you had to go through. What is oligosaccharides? Oligosaccharides have 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. उनके जुड़ने से रिमेंबर आई हैड टोल्ड यू कि whenever we form a polymer हम पानी निकाल देते हैं अपने को तो पानी निकालना है so you remove water and from those monosaccharides if you take 2 to 10 monosaccharides you form a oligosaccharide example is your sucrose which is made up of glucose and fructose all right chromolipids come under derived lipids or so yes, I think chromolipids do come under derived lipids, but I don't know why they put it in this category. I don't know which book is this, but that is how I read it. Don't worry, this probably won't come in your examination because this is not in your NCRT. So, all right. So this question is related to enzyme inhibition. So how you have to do this is you have to know about two concepts. Guys, listen to this. This is important for everyone. KM and VM. So what happens in Competitive inhibition is that you add another competitive molecule. So it lowers the affinity for the substrate. So the Km value will increase, but the Vm remains same because it is reversible inhibition. You can add more substrate and reverse the inhibition. But in non-competitive inhibition, since the molecule binds to a site that is different from the active site, Km remains same in non-competitive inhibition, but your Vm, your maximum rate of reaction decreases. So I hope this is clear as well. So I guess we have lots of doubts. What is a oligosaccharide? We're done. Priyansh, yes, definitely. Previous year question. Somebody had put a suggestion कि previous year question रखो, तो आज previous year question भी होंगे. All right. So Sahiba is confused and somebody has asked कि Km and Vmax by 2 एक बार explain कर दो. So ठीक है यार, explain कर देता हूँ. So what happens is कि जब आप substrate का concentration बढ़ाते हो, so for example, this was your container which had lots of enzymes. Say for example, it had 4 enzyme molecules. All right. And with your uh, other color, let's say I take this color, I will represent your substrate. So initially you had one substrate. So you will get one product per second. Okay. Then you add another molecule. So you will get one more. Two ho gaya rate ab. When you add another molecule, then you will have three. Then you will have four. But if you add one more substrate molecules, all your enzymes are saturated. So now rate does not increase. Okay. So rate does not increase. So that is why you get a maximum velocity depending on what is your enzyme concentration. Okay. Maximum velocity. And then the half of the maximum velocity, there will be a point where there is a half of the maximum velocity. At this point, your substrate concentration is called Km. This is called your affinity. All right. This indicates your affinity. This is inversely proportional to infinity. Okay. How to remember essential and non-essential. There was a mnemonic. I love Leila very much. Please try tapping her attention. That was the mnemonic. Km, I have explained again. Okay. Thank you for the hats. So peptide bond is formed between amino acids. It is formed between amino acids, and glycosidic bond is formed by sugars. So you have glycosidic bond in your oligosaccharides, your polysaccharides, and as well as in your DNA. Which of the following factor does not influence enzyme activity? So your activation energy does not influence enzyme activity, because you know pH and temperature, they are responsible for enzyme activity. All right. pH and temperature, these are responsible. Cofactor is also essential for enzyme activity, but activation energy does not have an effect on enzyme activity. Genetics ka next session is on genetics. All right. Raffinose and stechiose, you don't need the structures for these. These are oligosaccharides which are beyond your disaccharides. I have written the structure in my notes, but I have told you these are not required. Okay. So now let's begin with the revision. We had around 300 people with us. So this is going to be a very competitive poll, guys. We have already done around 2 or 3 questions, okay, from the previous session. So today we are having the revision session for biomolecules. So for those of you who have joined later, my name is Chaitanya Mittal. I am a first year MBBS student at AIMS, New Delhi. My rank in AIMS was 4. My rank in JIPMER was 5. And I'm also a KVPY and NTSC scholar. All right. So today's quiz, the rules, guys, please pay attention. So first of all, I will tell you what all questions are there. So there are a total of 25 questions, which have some are revision questions, okay, which are from the enzyme topic, which I missed in MCQ session 1, 2, 3, okay. MCQ session 1, 2, 3 में कुछ question miss हो गए थे, वो question करेंगे आज. फिर there are some easy questions which are for your confidence building, okay, ताकि आपका confidence बढ़े. So those are easy questions. Then somebody suggested previous year questions, so I have included previous year questions. And then there are some questions that I prepared specially for you guys, which are very difficult questions. Okay, HOTS question based on NCRT, but difficult questions. Okay. Then there are some bonus questions which are from a different chapter, okay, which I have taught in your Unacademy special classes, okay. Then there are some NEET like questions which are having some different options, okay, difficult options, more difficult. There are previous year questions only, but I have made the options more difficult, okay. And then there are some repetitive questions from MCQ session 1 to 3. You have to choose the best option everywhere. Choose the best option. There will be a poll for every question. There is a compulsory poll for every question, and you will have discussion and doubts. I will discuss almost all questions, and you will get 30 seconds for every question. You will get ample time. But for the HOTS questions, I am planning to give you 1 minute. Nobody will answer your questions in the chat box. Nobody will write the answer in the chat box. Leaderboard will be displayed at the end of the 10th question, 20th question, and your 25th question. And we will take all your general doubts at the end. Okay, guys, should we begin? Are you guys ready? So I'll refresh once for those of you who are having a lag. Okay, refresh हो गया है. All right, guys, we are beginning. So today's question number one, which is your question from MCQ session one. This is a repeat question from MCQ session one. So I'm expecting you guys should be able to answer this. All right. You have to select the incorrect statement. I'm giving you some time to read the question. Okay. I hope you will have read. Now I'm starting the poll. Don't answer in the comments. Deepak, please don't answer in the comments. Okay, so first of all, this question already discussed in MCQ session one. For those of you who are new, the correct answer is option D. Why? Because you've been asked incorrect answer. Okay, what is incorrect? The statement which is incorrect. And the statement says that lipids are polymers. This is incorrect. Lipids are not polymers. They are made up of esterification of glycerol and fatty acid. They are found in retentate because they are hydrophobic. They are water insoluble. All right. Don't worry, guys. I am not blocking anyone right now. Everybody has a second chance. But please, I request you don't write the answer in your chat box because it is distracting for other people. Okay. Next, question number two, which was in your MCQ session two. All right. MCQ session two, say a question hai. I'm giving you guys some time to read this and then we'll move to a answer. Okay, poll is started. I hope you have read it. So I can see a lot of you are giving answers very fast. I'm really glad you guys can answer in so quick. I'm seeing answers in 1 second, 2 seconds. Okay, that's a really good speed. Poll is absolutely correct. It's not wrong. Okay. For those of you who are saying the poll is wrong, you guys have a doubt. ठीक है? समझो इस चीज को कि ये क्वेश्चन का पीछे लॉजिक क्या है. ठीक है? Just see, choose the correct statement. Okay, you guys have to choose the correct statement. So I saw 20% answered this, 20% answered this, 29 answered this, and 29 answered this. Okay, guys. So I will tell you why these people are wrong and why this 29% is correct. Okay. Oils have higher melting point than fats. This is false. Oils have lower melting point. That is why oils get melted at room temperature and are present as liquid. ये बात तुम बहुत आराम से बता सकते हो. If you have seen oil at your home, it is liquid, right? So oils have lower melting point than fats. Lecithin is a chromolipid. False. Lecithin is a phospholipid, not a chromolipid. Okay. Waxes have glycerol. This is false. Waxes have only monohydroxy alcohol. Glycerol is found in glycerides, not in waxes. So this is false. Lecithin has a nitrogen compound called choline. So lecithin is a nitrogen containing lipid. So now those of you who were saying wrong poll, now you know. Now you realized your mistakes. You guys can write your mistakes so that I know what you are doing wrong. Okay? Okay? I hope this question was helpful. We discussed lots of questions like these in MCQ session 2. So in case you guys missed those, go follow me on my Unacademy page so that you guys don't miss such sessions. Okay? Okay? Moving on to question 3. So question 3 is a brand new question and this is a bonus question. Okay? This is a bonus question. Read it. This is from your chapter Chemical Control and Coordination. Chemical Control and Coordination, which we had done in the special class. I had taken 2 classes. In 2 classes, I had finished the lectures, and 1 class we had taken for NCRT. Acromegaly is written in your NCRT. You should know what is acromegaly. I'm giving you a little hint. Okay, so this is a bonus question from a previous chapter. Okay, so I'm glad 36% of you got this right. The correct answer is excessive secretion of growth hormone in adults. This is called acromegaly. What happens is, because in adults the height is fixed, now growth hormone increases the length of your face bones, your hands, your feet. So there is disproportionate growth. So that gives gorilla-like appearance. Person appears like a gorilla. Okay, this is clinical. You might see a case in your journey as a doctor. All right. So question from your first MCQ session. You have to tell me which is false. Okay. Uh, wrong poll, wrong poll. I hope you guys have read the statement. So Elena has attached a question. So guys, we'll take general doubts at the end rather than right now because that will disrupt the flow of the quiz. So wow, 50% of you got this right. So if there are around 300 people here right now, 150 of you got this right. I am glad. ठीक है guys, तो poll is over. Now जो जिन लोगों को समझ नहीं आया है, all right, the answer is option B. Why is this false? Because all disaccharides are not reducing sugar. You have sucrose, you have trehalose. These are non-reducing sugars. All right, Hina, I hope you got it. Moving on, question 5. This is your easy question, confidence building question. I had told you that there are many categories of questions today. This is your easy question for your confidence building. Okay? Confidence building question. Coenzyme is often a. This is purely NCRT based questions. ठीक है? सख्त NCRT से है ये question. Coenzyme is often a vitamin, metal ion, tightly bound, non-essential. बताओ. I am disappointed. 31% of you are saying it is tightly bound to apozyme. Guys, it is a commonly a vitamin. Example is your NAD, NADP. Okay, these are your vitamins. They are your coenzymes. Metal ion होगा तो metalloenzyme होगा. Metallic ion is different. This has to be an organic molecule. एंड टाइटली बाउंड कैसे होगा भाई? मैंने बताया था कि 2 चीजें होती हैं, कोएंजाइम और प्रोस्थेटिक ग्रुप. प्रोस्थेटिक ग्रुप इज टाइटली बाउंड, कोएंजाइम इज loosely bound. Your NCRT writes its association with enzyme is transient. Okay, transient is the word that is used, and it is very much essential for enzyme activity. If you don't have enough vitamins, your body functions cannot function properly. Okay, so correct answer is option A. समझ आया? रिफ्रेश कर रहा हूं एक बार guys. ठीक है यार, जिनका लैग हो रहा है एक बार आप लोग भी रिफ्रेश करो, अपना इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चेक करो. So question number 6. This is from our MCQ session 3. ठीक है guys, स्टार्ट कर दूं पोल? चलो कर दिया. You have to tell me the incorrect statement. This is a repeat question from our revision MCQ session. This is probably the last repeat question. After this, all questions are brand new questions. Okay. Leaderboard will come after 10 questions. Himanshu, I had told in the rules. Okay. So I had explained this question that, for example, if this is your ATP molecule, it has a ribose sugar, है ना? And ऊपर लगा होता है CH2OH. ठीक है. So CH2OH, ध्यानेश्वर, हाँ भाई इंस्टाग्राम पे हूँ. माई इंस्टाग्राम यूजर नेम इज चैतन्या.blue. सो दिस इज योर फिफ्थ कार्बन. इससे जुड़ता है फॉस्फेट. पहला फॉस्फेट, दूसरा फॉस्फेट, तीसरा phosphate. So all three phosphate are attached one with one another at the fifth carbon. All right, at the fifth carbon itself, not at the third or fourth carbon. So this statement is false. You have been asked the false statement, so this is the correct answer. NAD and NHDH2 are derived from B3. This is true. FAD is derived from riboflavin. This is true. Adenylate acid is another name for AMP. This is again true because it is a nucleotide. Okay. Samira, I am live daily at 6 p.m. Okay. So question number 7, confidence building question for you guys. This is an easy question. Okay. Confidence building question. This has a little touch of diversity. थोड़ा सा डाइवर्सिटी लगाओ इसमें. आई एम श्योर डाइवर्सिटी पढ़ी होगी सबने एक एक बार, तो बहुत बेसिक डाइवर्सिटी लग रही है इसमें, वो भी एनिमल किंगडम की, है ना? So even if you have not read biomolecules, you will know that fungus have an outer covering, their cell wall have chitin, and your crabs have, which are an arthropods, have an exoskeleton of chitin. So correct answer is option D. Tanisha, गलती नहीं करनी है. Take your time. Okay, you have 30 seconds to answer. ठीक है, गलती मत करो. All right, pay careful attention. जल्दी जवाब देने की कोई जल्दी नहीं है. Important is you get the answer right. Okay, so chitin is made up of beta n acetyl glucosamine, beta nag, which is a modified amine sugar. All right, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलो. पढ़ लिया? चलो आंसर दो. Most abundant protein is collagen. Most abundant chemical molecule is oxygen. Most abundant protein in the plant world is rubisco. Easy question, confidence building question based from your NCRT summary. Where is this question from? NCRT summary. Avoid silly mistake, guys. There is no use answering fast if your answer is wrong. Answer correctly. Accuracy पे focus दो. Accuracy पे ध्यान दो. All right. So most abundant protein in the plant world is rubisco. This is absolutely true. 60% of you got this right. So most abundant protein is collagen is false. It is the most abundant protein of animal world. Overall, most abundant protein is rubisco. Most abundant protein of animal world, collagen. Most abundant protein of plant world, rubisco. Overall, most abundant protein, again rubisco. Because plants are much more than animals. And most abundant chemical molecule is water, not oxygen. Okay? Dekho, 60% of you got this right. But the 40% who got this wrong, if you guys did a silly mistake, see, these silly mistakes will decide your rank. You knew the question, but you did it wrong. All right? Thank you, Samira. No, Prashant, that is the number of species of animals. But if you see, that the number of plants, there is so much grass, all your grass is rubisco. Okay, so your rubisco is much more. All right. uh somebody is saying Instagram username pin kar do. I don't know तुम guys क्या करोगे Instagram username का, but ये लो. So question number 9, which is a fibrous protein? Okay, tell me the fibrous protein. So I'm starting a poll. This is a very simple question from my notes. Okay, very simple question, also given in your NCRT. Very, very simple. Okay, you should not even get 30 seconds for this. ठीक है. So correct answer. देखो कुछ लोग कंफ्यूज हुए, मैंने ये ऑप्शन डाला था कंफ्यूज करने के लिए. दिस इज द रॉन्ग ऑप्शन. आरएनए प्रोटीन कैसे होगा मेरे को बताओ. हाउ विल आरएनए बी प्रोटीन? व्हाई आर यू आंसरिंग दिस? नो ना. So RNA is not a protein, it is an RNA, so it is not a fibrous protein. So this is wrong. Hemoglobin and insulin, they are globular proteins. Okay, globular proteins क्या होते हैं? जो ऐसे गोलू गोलू से होते हैं. So hemoglobin and insulin, they are globular proteins. Collagen has a triple helical structure, that is your fibrous protein. Okay. Yes, Gaurav Golmatun. So next question number 10. ठीक है, पढ़ लो क्वेश्चन. देखो ये क्वेश्चन बिल्कुल एनसीईआरटी बेस्ड है, थोड़ा मैंने घुमा के पूछा है. सो दिस इज अ वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन, बट द ऑप्शंस आर डिफिकल्ट बेस्ड ऑन एनसीईआरटी. ठीक है. सो सी लॉट ऑफ यू chose the wrong option. ध्यानेश्वर इंस्टाग्राम पे कोई एजुकेशनल बात नहीं होती. So correct answer is option number C, not option A. Why? Because of presence of ribozymes. Almost all enzymes are proteins. Not all enzymes are proteins. All right. So almost all enzymes are proteins. So statement is not true. Statement is false because some proteins are hormones. नहीं. उसने ये थोड़ी कहा है कि सारे प्रोटीन एंजाइम होते हैं. उसने कहा सारे एंजाइम प्रोटीन है. तो ये एक्सप्लेन तो नहीं कर पाएगी. स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स क्यों है? क्योंकि हमने नॉन प्रोटीन बायोकैटलिस्ट ढूंढा हुआ है जिसको कहते हैं राइबोजाइम. So we have ribozymes which are non-protein catalysts. So therefore all enzymes are proteins except ribozyme. So this is true. All right. Sorry, ये क्रॉस क्यों लगा दिया मैंने? ठीक है. So this is true. Converse is not right, Aparna. Statement is false because enzymes and metal ions as cofactors. ये तो बिल्कुल ही गलत है. ठीक है. Converse is not true. All proteins are not enzymes. Neither all enzymes are proteins. All enzymes are proteins except ribozymes. All proteins are of different types. Some proteins are enzymes, some proteins are hormones, some proteins are receptors. There is a table related to different functions of your proteins. Sorry guys, I forgot to display the leaderboard. Now I will get the option only after I do the next poll. So let's move on to question 11. Again, a simple question, very simple question. Just think a little. Tell me which is not a protein. Confidence building question, guys. So you guys know that you have studied well. All right, you have studied well. Don't do silly mistakes, Rishita. I am repeating again and again. There is no need to answer fast. Just spend your time, read the question, enjoy the question. Okay. So chitin is not a protein. I just explained it is a polysaccharide, a homopolysaccharide. A very old edition of NCRT wrote it as a heteropolysaccharide, but it is now correct that chitin is a homopolysaccharide of beta N acetyl glucosamine. ठीक है. Trypsin is a protein which is an enzyme. Elastin is a protein found in your cartilage. Your osine is a protein found in your bone. So enzymes are, this is the simplest question, guys, that I have today. Enzymes are polymers of. Enzymes are polymers of. Very simple. Guys, आंसर करो, लीडर बोर्ड दिखाता हूं. Easiest question of today. I can see around 70% of you are getting this right. So ये लीडर बोर्ड देखो. हर्ष गुप्ता लीडिंग विद 13 आउट ऑफ 16. इसमें शायद एक क्वेश्चन थोड़ा गलत पोल था, तो एक क्वेश्चन तुम हटा सकते हो इसमें से. So 13 out of 16. Himanshu coming third, Sneha second, Kamakshi, Monica, Rubina, Shubham, Umesh, Jivida, Mampi. Congratulations, guys. So keep this up. We have more 13 questions. ठीक है, तो ऐसे ही रहना है. All right. So enzymes are polymers of amino acid because almost all enzymes are proteins. So proteins are polymers of amino acid. ठीक है, तो इसमें आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज मच डाउट. देखो आरएनए इसमें इसलिए नहीं है बिकॉज आरएनए खुद ही पॉलीमर है. अगर न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स लिखा होता तो थोड़ी कंफ्यूजिंग बात होती, बट स्टिल कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है बिकॉज ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एंजाइम्स आर प्रोटीन्स. ऑलराइट. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन 13 ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा. ध्यानेश्वर दोबारा समझो. ऑलमोस्ट सारे एंजाइम प्रोटीन होते हैं. प्रोटीन बनता किससे? अमीनो एसिड से. सो ऑलमोस्ट ऑल एंजाइम्स आर प्रोटीन्स. ऑलराइट. And therefore they are made of polymers of amino acids. Lakshmi, my name is Chaitanya Mittal. I'm a first year MBBS student at AIIMS New Delhi. Welcome to the class. In case you want more updates, go and follow me on my Unacademy page. So correct answer is coenzyme. Coenzyme. All right. Cofactor can be coenzyme. Apozyme refers to protein without cofactor. Enzyme without cofactor. All right. So apozyme is false. Holozyme refers to apozyme plus cofactor. So this is also false. तो इसीलिए all कैसे हुआ? Coenzyme होगा आंसर, not all. All right. All here was a confusing option. Okay, guys. आया मजा? Haya, it's very simple. Okay, get it. So there is an enzyme. It has a protein part and it has a cofactor. So this is called holozyme because this is the whole enzyme. Holozyme. All right. Protein part is apozyme. Apo means without. So without cofactor. And then cofactor are further of three types. ठीक है? So question 14. Okay. Which category of question this is? This is category similar to NEET 2015. Question has the same concept as your question that came in NEET in 2015. But I have made the options more tricky. I have made the options more tricky. Okay. Nandini, class timing is 6 p.m. every day. All right. 6 p.m. every day. Oh my God. 44% of you got this right. I wanted more of you to get wrong. Very nice. Very nice. So I can see some of you are confused between B and C, but I'm really glad so many of you got this right. Okay. I'm really, really glad, guys. I'm proud of you. Dhyaneshwar Hanji, एम्स दिल्ली में. गौरव यार, मैंने क्वेश्चन बहुत मेहनत से बनाया था. मैं तो चाहता हूं तुम्हारा गलत हो. तुम लोग गलत नहीं कर रहे हो. 50% of you are getting it right. So एस्टर बॉन्ड अलग चीज है और फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड अलग चीज है. तो पहले तो guys understand this. Ester bond between fatty acid and alcohol. There is an ester bond between fatty acid and alcohol, but that is not a phosphodiester bond. Why? Because understand, दो चीजें हैं. It must be a bond with a phosphoric acid group, phospho, and diester. There must be two bonds with the phosphoric acid group. So ester bond between fatty acid and alcohol, this is wrong. between amino acid or protein? No, this is called peptide bond. This is wrong. Here, the confusion between complementary nucleotides on opposite strands, that is hydrogen bond. This is hydrogen bond. ध्यानेश्वर ये होता है हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. दो स्ट्रैंड्स के बीच में होता है हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड. You have AT and GC. That is hydrogen bond. But you have been asked phosphodiester bond. Okay. This is will be option C. That is in your same strand. Okay. अब समझो इस चीज को. ये क्वेश्चन जब नीट 2015 में आया था, the options were very simple. They had said fatty acid, they had said nucleotide, they had said amino acid, they had said sugar. All right. But between B and C, tricky. All right. ऑप्शन ए का एक्सप्लेनेशन सिंपल है शिखा. देखो, फैटी एसिड और अल्कोहल के बीच में जो एस्टर बॉन्ड होता है उसको फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड नहीं कहते हैं. यू डू नॉट कॉल इट अ फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड because it is not a bond with phosphoric acid and it is not a diester bond. There are not two ester bonds. But when you form your single strand of DNA, how do you connect nucleotides? Nucleotides are connected by phosphodiester bond because phosphoric acid bonds to OH group of sugar above and it bonds to sugar below. All right, so it is a diester bond. But between complementary nucleotides, you have hydrogen bond, your ATGC. Okay, so that bond is a hydrogen bond. All right, इसमें समझाता हूं एक मिनट. ये फोटो देखो, ये जो बॉन्ड है ये हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड है और ये जो बॉन्ड्स हैं ये फॉस्फोडाइस्टर बॉन्ड्स हैं यहाँ पे और ग्लाइकोसिडिक बॉन्ड भी होते हैं. ठीक है, चलो आगे चलें. Question 15. This is your exact previous year. Exact. Rutuja, glycosidic is between nitrogenous base and ribose sugar. The bond that the sugar forms with the nitrogenous base is your glycosidic bond. Also present in DNA RNA. That is also present. There are three types of bond I had told in my lecture. Nitrogenous bond जो होता है वो glycosidic होता है. Then you have a phosphodiester bond and you have hydrogen bonds. सो इजी क्वेश्चन. थोड़ा सा टेक्निकली ये क्वेश्चन गलत था. ऑलराइट, थोड़ा सा गलत था बट दैट्स ओके. दिस शुड हैव बीन कोफैक्टर नॉट कोएंजाइम, बट कोएंजाइम विल आल्सो बी ट्रू. ओके, कोफैक्टर होता तो इट वुड हैव बीन इवन मोर अप्रोप्रिएट, बट कोएंजाइम इज आल्सो करेक्ट. ओके, सो नाउ दिस कॉन्सेप्ट व्हिच अ लॉट ऑफ यू आर नॉट क्लियर विद. ठीक है, इस चीज को समझो. हाउ डू यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? ओके, सो आई विल ट्राई एंड सिंप्लीफाई दिस फॉर यू. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जाम्पल. एग्जाम्पल से बात समझ आती है यार लोगों को, है ना. ये मैंने बनाई एक एंजाइम. ठीक है, ये मैंने बनाई एक एंजाइम. ये बनाया मैंने इसमें कोफैक्टर. ठीक है, क्या करें हम. छोड़ो, इसको दोबारा बनाता हूँ, एक मिनट. there's some lag I guess, you guys can't see I guess. ये ये कलर ठीक है ना. tomorrow I'll explain genetics. So this is your enzyme, this is your cofactor inside it. Okay, तो ये जो पूरा है, this complete thing, all right, this complete structure is called holoenzyme. Why it is called holoenzyme? Because this is the whole enzyme. Holo means whole. Okay, whole enzyme. So this is the holoenzyme. Okay, now holoenzyme has some part which is your protein. There is some part that is made up of your protein. So this part is made up of your protein. All right. This is called apozyme because this part refers to the part without your cofactor. This is called apozyme. And then there is some part which is non-proteinaceous. This is called cofactor, and it can either be a coenzyme, it can be a prosthetic group, or it can be a metalloenzyme. Okay, समझ में आई बात? So if I isolate it, how will I draw it? So you have, so let me add this mathematically show you. ये बना, जैसे ये क्वेश्चन आया ना वैसा दिखाता हूँ तुम्हें. Then I will take this plus you have a, so what do you get? So this was your apoenzyme, this was your cofactor, and this was your holoenzyme. So I hope it is clear now. ठीक है, बहुत समझा दिया. Okay, so question number 16 starting now. Kamakshi, I know you guys understood, a lot of you were able to answer correctly, but a lot of people had confusion in this. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए एक बार और समझा दिया. Sorry. No worries, Kamakshi, no worries. So ये question direct from your NEET 2017. So you guys can see the kind of questions they ask in NEET. So you can directly see it is a very straightforward question. Which are not polymers? You have to tell which is not a polymer. So this is a straight line that lipids are not polymers. They are not strictly bio macromolecules. So correct answer is lipid. Nucleic acids are polymers of nucleotides. Polysaccharides are polymers of monosaccharides. Proteins are polymers of amino acids. So question 17, I will give you 1 minute for this. First read this. So I'm giving you 1 minute for this answer. Tomorrow we are doing genetics, principles of inheritance and variation, the first chapter of genetics in class 12 related to your Mendelism and everything. Okay. So you guys, there is enough time. Please don't be in a hurry to answer. Don't give me wrong answers. I'm glad 53% of you are getting this right. This was in your NEET 2016. Okay, NEET 2016. Guys, please don't write the answers in comments. Okay. If I see someone doing that repeatedly, I will have to block that person. मानवेंद्र, मैं गुस्से में लगता हूँ क्या यार? सॉरी यार, मैं तो हंसता खेलता इंसान हूँ. गुस्से में नहीं होता हूँ यार, सीरियसली समझा रहा होता हूँ. सॉरी, गुस्सा नहीं है यार, कोई गुस्सा नहीं है. खुश हूँ मैं बहुत. ठीक है, तो समझो इसको कि क्या है इसमें, कि पहले तो तुम्हें बताना है कि एक्सोथर्मिक क्या है और एंडोथर्मिक क्या है. ठीक है, एक्सोथर्मिक में क्या होता है, एनर्जी इज रिलीज्ड. ठीक है, तो एनर्जी किस में ज्यादा होगी? अगर एनर्जी रिलीज करनी है तो एनर्जी ज्यादा होगी उस मॉलिक्यूल में जो इनिशियली था. ओके, सो सबस्ट्रेट विल हैव मोर एनर्जी, प्रोडक्ट विल हैव लेस एनर्जी. दैट इज व्हाई सम एनर्जी कैन बी रिलीज्ड. But if something gains some energy, then your product will have more energy, right? If substrate gains energy from surrounding, then product will have to have more energy. But if it loses energy, that is exothermic, then product will have less energy. So here, which has less energy, substrate or product? So product has less energy. So this is exothermic reaction, not endothermic. So option A and option C are incorrect. And then I had told you that enzymes make your reaction easier. Enzymes make your reaction easier. So which hill is easier, do you think? A or B? Obviously, A has lesser energy, so A is easier. So A is the energy in the presence of enzyme and B is in the absence of enzyme. Okay, simple enough. I hope I was able to simplify it for you guys. So question number 17, we are through. Question 18. See, I have included figure-based questions so that because biomolecules is all about figures. So मैंने थोड़ा सा figure-based question include करने की कोशिश करी है. Let me know how you guys like this. So tell me about this, guys. तो शुरू कर दिया पोल. Thanks, Shiga. मैं ऐसे ही बैठा रहूंगा. So Kamakshi was saying it's a little weird starting from someone my age, but I guess it's also really good starting from someone my age because I have gone through the same process that you guys have gone through. मैंने भी 2 साल वही दिक्कतें फेस करी हैं कि टीचर क्या ढंग से नहीं समझा पाता है. I have understood it in my way and I am giving it to you in my way. All right. So अब जैसे ये वाला question है, how do you have to answer? So first read the question. Diagrammatic representation of a small molecular weight organic compound is given. You have to identify the category of the molecule. First of all, identify the category of the molecule, and then you have to tell what is X. Okay, what is X? Okay. So you know that the sugar that is drawn here is ribose. All right. This sugar is a ribose sugar, and there is something that is attached at the first position. So, and there is no phosphate group. There is no phosphate group. So, if there is no phosphate group, you guys automatically know this is a nucleoside, not a nucleotide. So, this is wrong. This is not a nucleotide. This is a nucleoside, and a nitrogen base has to be attached here. So what is the nitrogen base? Uracil. So by seeing the options, you can tell option is option D. Okay, option is option D. It is not an amino acid. Amino acid has NH2 group, COH group, so it is not an amino acid. And cholesterol has 4 rings. So this is not cholesterol. Okay, guys, got it? So 18 question ho gaya, guys. Question number 19. Again, we are moving to a question that is figure based. Relatively simple. So I have gone till 2011 to include figure based questions. This is from NEET 2011, AIPMT 2011. यार फास्ट तो कर रहा हूँ बट एक्सप्लेन तो करना पड़ेगा ना सब कुछ. फास्ट करता हूँ यार अब से और क्या. So guys, this was the previous year category question, NEET 2011. So it has been asked ki which of the following is structurally matched with the which compound is correctly identified and the function should also be correct. So both things have to be there. You have to correctly identify it and the function should also be correct. Two things. All right. So first one you can see is lecithin. This is the nitrogenous compound in lecithin called choline, and this is having 2 rings. So this is a purine called adenine, which is given in your NCRT. So A is lecithin and B is adenine. Lecithin is a phospholipid, which is a component of cell membrane, and adenine forms nucleotides of nucleic acids in both RNA and DNA. So both B and C are correct. Correct answer will be option D. Okay, 20th question. After this, I will display your leaderboard. Purely NCRT based question. Very, very simple question. बहुत ही आसान भैया. All right. So I just received a message that Anjana has dedicated a white hat to me. Thank you so much, Anjana, if you're watching the video right now. Although I hope you're paying attention to my class rather than on my Unacademy page. ध्यानेश्वर मैं हर लेक्चर से पहले अपने बारे में बताता हूँ यार. All right, guys. So first, see the leaderboard. First, you guys can see the leaderboard. So Harsh is leading with 20 on 24. Then you have Kamakshi, you have Sneha, you have Umesh, Shubham, Jivida, Rishita, Himanshu, Monica, and Rubina. All right. So congrats, guys. Keep it up. You have 5 more questions. Let's see how well you perform. So cellulose is a polysaccharide. Yes, you know it's true. Beta glucose का polymer है ये cellulose. So uracil is a pyrimidine. This is true. CTU was the mnemonic. CTU, Chandigarh Transport Undertaking. Glycine is a sulfur-containing amino acid. This is false. Glycine has a glycine का structure क्या होता है? इसमें R group is equal to H. Sulfur containing amino acids were cysteine, methionine. Okay, so glycine is not a sulfur-containing amino acids. Sucrose is a disaccharide. This is true. So correct answer will be option C. Keshav, I have no idea how many students are taking the test. All right. So, guys, if you are clear till here, give me a thumbs up so that I know how many people are still here with me and they are attempting this quiz religiously and they are attempting these questions, gaining something from this. Okay. Ashwini, thanks. I am cute. So there are around 300 people, as you guys can see. So you guys are attempting a quiz with 300 people, more than 300 people. Okay. It's almost 400, I guess. So next, last 5 questions, guys. Pull up, get on the leaderboard right now. Question number 21 on your screen. Which of the following is correct regarding metalloenzymes? Which of the following is correct? So this is a revision question which we missed when we did the MCQ session 3. I did not include this. ध्यानेश्वर भाई क्या बात कर रहा है? मैं कहाँ से शादीशुदा लग रहा हूँ तेरे को? बुढ़ा लग रहा हूँ क्या मैं? Not married, of course. प्रियांशु, मेरे को तुम्हारा आंसर दोबारा कमेंट्स में नहीं दिखना चाहिए यार. ठीक है. सो आंसर इज क्लियरली ऑल. यू शुड नो एनसीईआरटी में दिया है दैट जिंक इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कार्बोक्सी पेप्टाइडेज का एक ये मेटल आयन होता है. ऑल राइट. मैग्नीशियम इज इन्वॉल्व इन all reactions which have some form of energy exchange like photosynthesis or respiration. So ribisco का cofactor magnesium होता है. ये बात correct है. And iron is part of your cytochrome oxidase. All cytochromes have iron, sulfur, all of these. All right. So iron is a cytochrome oxidase का. All right. So answer is all. ठीक है. Then moving to question number 22. Now, guys, again, revision question from your enzymes portion. For because we could not practice a question for enzymes, so I have included this today. So you have to tell me the correct statement. इंस्टा पे हूँ यार अश्विनी, क्यों नहीं? Chaitanya.blue is my surname. I am 19 years old यार. अभी 19 साल. Good to know, Kamakshi. Thanks, Chika. यार सर बोलना है सर बोल लो, भैया बोलना है भैया बोल लो. I am sure there might be someone here who is older than me. ठीक है. So guys, let's go. An enzyme can have only one active site. An enzyme can have only one active site. This is false. You guys might have heard of something called Rubisco. Rubisco is की full form क्या होती है? Ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. So it has an active site for carboxylation. It has an active site for oxygenation. So it has both carboxylase and oxygenase activity. So an enzyme can have more than one active site. Okay. Enzymes active site is static. No, this is wrong. This was the lock and key hypothesis. Now we have the induced fit hypothesis, which says this is your line of NCRT. That is, a catalytic site undergoes conformational changes on approach of substrate to allow tighter binding. This is exactly your line from NCRT. Non-competitive inhibitors, they bind at site other than active site. Competitive inhibitors bind at active site. That is why they will increase the Km value, Michaelis-Menten. Okay, got it? Question 23. Select the incorrect question. Incorrect statement. ठीक है? इसके बाद चैप्टर आएगा भैया जेनेटिक्स. Rishita, I know. Thanks to you, I guess. Rishita, fan of Chaitanya Mittal. Wow. ठीक है, सुन लो फिर भैया कि इनकरेक्ट कैसे बताओगे इसमें. आई होप यू गाइस हैड इनफ टाइम टू रीड द क्वेश्चन. आई एम एक्सटेंडिंग इट बाय 15 सेकंड्स. नहीं हुआ क्या एक्सटेंड? चलो कोई नहीं. ऑलराइट, सो सल्फा ड्रग्स के बारे में एनसीईआरटी लिखती है that sulfur drugs are competitive inhibitors. So NCERT does not mention sulfur drugs. It says that there are some drugs which are used for competitive inhibition of bacterial growth. This is from your NCERT line. There it is written that there are competitive inhibitors of your bacterial cell growth. Okay, so this is incorrect. This is false. Jay, I have a stethoscope, but I don't know if I'll have to search. अंदर पड़ा है यार, अभी क्या दिखाना? All right, Akhila, thanks for the white hat. So malonate is structurally similar to succinate. This is true because malonate and succinate, they have a structural similarity. That is why malonate is a competitive inhibitor of succinate. Enzyme is succinate dehydrogenase. Cytochrome oxidase is inhibited by cyanide poisoning. This is true. Non-competitive inhibition. Okay. ठीक है जय, कल दिखाऊंगा. ऑल राइट, पक्का मोटिवेशन देंगे. ठीक है. All right. And PFK shows allosteric inhibition. This is true. Phosphofructokinase, pacemaker enzyme of respiration. So important is ये question था NCERT का, but it was a little tough question. You needed to know a little. ठीक है. तो NCERT based question a little difficult. Okay. अभी आजकल नहीं नहा रहा भाई मैं. नहाना नहाना सब छोड़ दिया मैंने. छुट्टियां चल रही हैं. So this is a hot question. Okay. This requires some extra thinking from your side. भैया ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम? 75% ने सही आंसर दे दिया. इतनी मेहनत से मैंने क्वेश्चन बनाया, इतने लोगों ने सही आंसर दे दिया. चलो ठीक है, 47 हुआ. Rakhi, tomorrow I will be teaching principles of inheritance and variation from genetics. Okay, so this question is a little conceptual. Okay, you need some information also, you need some facts also, but you need a concept also. Okay, संजू एनसीईआरटी भैया ऑनलाइन मिलती है, डाउनलोड करो. डोंट स्पेंड मनी, जस्ट डाउनलोड. ऑलराइट. सो दिस इज अ कंसेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन. हाँ, अब देखा बी के ऑप्शन आंसर ज्यादा हो गए. 38% आया राइट बी. सो थैंक गॉड. ओ नहीं यार, अब सी के ज्यादा हो गए. 42%. ठीक है. So this class of enzymes is given in your NCERT. There are 6 classes of enzymes. Mnemonic क्या था याद करो guys. ठीक है. Mnemonic was OTH lil. OTH lil. समझाता हूँ प्रियांश, ये तो समझाऊंगा. बहुत प्यार से बनाया ये क्वेश्चन. ये थी निमोनिक. एंजाइम की क्लास थी क्लास 1, क्लास 2, क्लास 3, क्लास 4, क्लास 5, क्लास 6. Class 1 was oxidoreductases. Class 2 were transferases. Class 3 were hydroxylases. Class 4 was lyases. Class 5 isomerase. Class 6 ligases. ठीक है. So इसमें आपको first of all you should have known what is this. Okay, you should know what is this. This was the first thing that was required. Second thing that you need to know is either you should know this reaction or you should know isomerism. You should know what are isomers. Very simple. I will tell you. Isomers are compounds which have same structural formula, same formula of your compound, but they have a different structure. Somebody is calling me. Give me a minute. So then you had the third knowledge that was required was आइसोमेरिज्म पता चल गया. ठीक है. थर्ड नॉलेज तुम्हें बस ये पता होना चाहिए था कि क्या क्या तुम्हें सिलेक्ट करना है इसमें से. ठीक है. So you should know, either you could have known the reaction as well, because this reaction is in glycolysis. ठीक है. So this is your hot special question. 3-phosphoglycerate to 2-phosphoglycerate. This is a step of your glycolysis catalyzed by your mutase enzyme, which is an isomerase. It is an isomerase. All right. It is an example of an isomerase. ठीक है. एक मिनट यार, ये दोस्त के जीवन में कुछ हुआ है. ठीक है. तो isomerase. So okay, somebody is asking about Mehak. What Mehak? Right. So phosphoglyceramutase. So it is an isomerase. Isomerase कौन सी class है? Class 5. All right. Sanju, I have taken 3 very basic lectures of biomolecules. Then I have done an NCRT reading session, and today I have done revision. बहुत detail में किया यार मैंने biomolecules. Now question number 25. I want you guys to take your time with this question because this is a difficult question. And I don't know how many of you will be able to answer this. So I am giving you 1.5 minutes. ठीक है. ठीक है. तो how many of you were able to attempt this? Please write it in the comments. ठीक है यार, अब क्या फायदा ब्लॉक करके, अब तो क्वेश्चंस ही खत्म हो गए. This was the last question of today. So I can read your comments. Lot of you were able to answer it, yaar. मजा आ गया. It's okay. This is a difficult question. That is why I have given you lots of time. Okay, I have given you 1.5 minutes to answer this. क्योंकि मैंने आज KM और VM का कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत ज्यादा अच्छे से समझाया. ऑल राइट संजू, यू कैन जस्ट गो वॉच दैट लेक्चर. And since you didn't watch that lecture, go follow me on my Unacademy page so that you get a notification whenever I go live. यार इतना दुख नहीं हुआ because only 46% of you got this right. So I'm sharing the leaderboard first of all. Harsh is first with 23 out of 29 correct. I think we can remove one question. That was a wrong poll, so 28 total questions. Sneha is third. Umesh is second. Jivida is fourth. Kamakshi is fifth. Rishita, you are sixth. Himanshu is seventh. Shubham is eighth. Rubina is ninth. And Monica is 10th. Okay. So congratulations, all of you guys. Congratulations to all of you. You guys can put your ranks in the comments. And if you guys liked today's quiz and you would like more quizzes like this, please give me a thumbs up so that I get motivated by your thumbs ups and I prepare more questions for you. And I want to see how many people were there today. And more importantly, if there are any doubts, put them in the questions. And if there are any other feedback that you would like to give me, or if you would like to dedicate me a hat, you guys can go on my Unacademy page. You can follow me there so that you know when I go live. I usually am live at around 6 p.m. every day. Okay. I have more classes. I'll be taking around more classes. Next topic will be genetics. ठीक है. अगला क्लास होगा genetics का principles of inheritance and variation. Gauri, thank you so much for the hat. Purnima, I'll just explain this question. So, guys, thanks. I think there are around 300 people with us. Thank you so much for staying for such a long time. So, I'll tell you the correct statements here about the two enzymes. Okay. So, this is a hypothetical question. What are the two parameters of an enzyme? Okay. So, this is the typical graph. There is a Vmax. There is a Vmax by 2. And then you have a km. At Vmax by 2, substrate concentration is called km. That is your Michaelis Menten constant. Okay, छोड़ो उस बात को. But उसे कहते हैं km. And km जो होता है वो inversely proportional to infinity होता है. Why is it inversely proportional to infinity? Because if an enzyme has a faster rate of reaction at a lower substrate concentration, that means it is more efficient. That means it has more affinity. All right. So that is why Km is inversely proportional to your affinity. Sorry. Km is inversely proportional to infinity. So you are given two Km values. Enzyme A has a Km of 15.5 and enzyme B has a Km of 28. Okay. So enzyme B किसकी अफिनिटी ज्यादा होगी? जिसका Km कम होगा उसकी अफिनिटी ज्यादा होगी, because it is more efficient, because at a lower substrate concentration it has a faster rate of reaction. So enzyme A has more affinity than enzyme B. Okay, so this is false. All right. If then what happens in competitive inhibition? You add another molecule. तो Km value को क्या होगा? Km will increase. Why it will increase? Because now you need more substrate to achieve Vmax by 2. But Vmax remains unchanged in competitive inhibition. But in non-competitive inhibition, your inhibitor acts on a site that is different from your active site. So that active site is different. All right. Because active site is different, therefore Km remains unchanged in non-competitive inhibition. ठीक है? तो अगर competitive inhibitor use करूं तो Km क्या मैं decrease कर सकता हूं? No, I can only increase the Km. The Km will increase, so it will be above 15.5. But if I use a non-competitive inhibitor on B, then Km will remain same. What was the Km initially? It was 28. So Km will remain 28. This is true. All right. And enzyme A is allosteric. This is false. It cannot be allosteric because allosteric enzymes do not follow Michaelis Menten. Okay. So this was a very, very difficult question. Very difficult question. But I am glad that still 40% of you could answer this. And those who did not answer, I hope that you guys got my explanation. And I hope you understood the concept of KM and VM. Why I included this question? Not to scare you, but to help you understand KM and VM through a question. This question I made myself, this question and this question, and I showed you the leaderboard as well. So congratulations guys. कल प्रीवियस ईयर जेनेटिक्स का नहीं करेंगे probably, but हम MCQ जरूर करेंगे, definitely जेनेटिक्स के MCQ भी करेंगे. All right. So I saw your performance, guys. Good job. So keep tuned and please do follow me on my Unacademy page so that you guys know कि मैं live कब होता हूँ. Sadanand, my timing for class is 6 o'clock and tomorrow I'll be teaching principles of inheritance and variation. Which one is mono unsaturated fatty acid? So guys, इसका answer होता है oleic acid. This is in my notes. You guys can see that which is mono unsaturated. So as far as I know, oleic acid has a mono unsaturation because there is only one double bond. All right. So mono unsaturated is your oleic acid. This has linoleic has 2, linolenic has 3, and arachidonic has 4. Okay. ज़्यादा मतलब की बात नहीं है. You guys can leave this question. So right, almost all enzymes are proteins. Why? Because there are something called ribozymes. You guys can refer to the NCRT reading session for this also. I can't take the session in the morning because till 5 o'clock I have my own AIMS classes. Okay. What are you waiting for? Log on to www.bha. Okay, I don't know what is this. Himanshu, today we had a lot of confidence building questions and I think your performance was good. So don't worry. Don't get upset. Practice more. You guys will be able to solve these. Okay. And when the class is over, download this PDF. Go through these questions. So how many questions have I done? MCQ session 1, 10 questions. MCQ session 2, 10 questions. MCQ session 3, 9 questions. And MCQ session revision, 25. So 25 plus 10 plus 10, 54 questions. Okay. So 54 questions is a good enough number for you to revise. Go ahead, revise these questions. जेनेटिक्स के सेशन में क्वेश्चन भी होंगे, थ्योरी भी होंगे. मेनली थ्योरी करेंगे, बाकी क्वेश्चन से हम थोड़ा थोड़ा रिवाइज करते रहेंगे. ठीक है. एसेंशियल ऑयल्स आर द वंस दैट आर they are the ones that are essential for human beings. Essential oils, essential fats. Okay. Essential lipids. Most correct about enzyme. all proteins are basically proteins. पता नहीं क्या है यार ये. Some enzymes are proteins. Almost all enzymes are basically proteins. ठीक है. I showed the leaderboard. I think अब दोबारा लीडरबोर्ड में डिस्प्ले नहीं कर पाऊंगा. बट एनीवेज नो वरीज. करते रहेंगे हम रिवीजन एमसीक्यू. सो डोंट वरी गाइस. आई गेस आई हैव डन विद डाउट्स. ठीक है. तो आज हमने क्या क्या किया. वी डिड अ क्विक रिवीजन. We did 25 very good MCQs. Some were previous year, some were specially designed HOTS questions, some were confidence building questions. Okay, so we did lots of questions today, and I can see a lot of you were able to answer correctly as well. So proud of you guys. ये था आज का quiz. ठीक है, I'll keep smiling. Thank you guys so much. Dr. Ali is a fine enough book. You can attempt it. ठीक है, okay guys, I am logging off. Take care, guys. If you have any other doubts, we'll take them tomorrow only now. So, bye bye, guys. You're welcome, all of you.